was like, Mom, you could totally get it further in there. Try squeezing it more. And she was like, I don't know, Max. It's pretty hot in there already. And I was like, come on, Mom, you got it. Like, it's already soaking wet in there. Just fucking cram it in there. She was like, okay. And so we basted that turkey.
Nice.
Yeah.
Way to baste your mom with your mom. Based with your mom.
Yeah.
Mom basting.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty based.
That is based. Basted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how you doing? What's up?
Doing good.
Doing good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Chauvined. Yeah.
Chauvined.
Smooth, chauvined, and sitting.
Beautiful.
What up with you?
Oh, just having one of those manic days where I'm feeling good, feeling hot, feeling firing and fresh.
That's good.
And I wrote up a little story for today.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did. And I wanted to talk about it. But do you have anything you want to talk about first?
Did I do something?
Did I say that in an accusatory way? That's my bad.
It was already like that, dude.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. It was already broken or ripped or gaped. The cum was already there when I saw it. It was mine, but I didn't put it there.
I just woke up this morning and the rip seemed bigger than it was when I went to bed.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Yeah, all right.
Super weird. I know.
All right, roomy.
I don't have anything I want to talk about. Dude.
Okay. Well, we have a show January 17th at B's house in Mountain Home.
Yeah.
I guess I could have said that at the end, but I said it at the beginning. So, bite me. Anyways, my story.
Yeah.
So today is December 9th, 2025. It is officially 10 days until the holy day, which is my birthday. And my grandma has been texting me pictures from when I was a little kid, like in the mornings, and being like, happy Monday or Tuesday this week. And it's been having me reminisce for a time when life was simpler.
Mm-hmm.
Childhood.
Sure.
And when I was a little kid, my grandma, who I call Grammy.
Awesome.
She used to tell me like stories, like bedtime stories, or just like stories like when we'd be driving like Highway 55. She'd like tell me a story in the back and stuff, and like she would always make these stories up, and they'd usually be based about me, and it'd be like me going on some sort of adventure or something like that.
Wasted. And
then I got to a point in my childhood where I really liked Pokemon.
What, like a week ago?
Well, I also still really like Pokemon. Now it's more of a passion than but anyways.
Sorry.
But anyways, back then I really liked it, and I liked watching the cartoons, and I had a bunch of the cards, and I would have my grandma tell me a story about me discovering Pokemon in the real world. And then she would go out of her way to like research and like watch the anime and like read the cards and learn how to say the names right and learn all the lore to like be able to put me into the Pokemon world or bring the Pokemon world and merge it with our real world in these stories. Which is pretty sick.
Yeah.
That she went to that extent.
So what took you so long getting down here was just writing that sentence out? This is going to be sick when I say this.
Yes.
Not only could she put me in the world, but she could bring it to me.
No, that actually was off the top. I don't have that line written down.
Oh.
So, anyways, the reason I really like Pokemon, I think, is because I always have been into like just animals and monsters and stuff like that. Like I had a dragon phase when I was a little kid, and I was obsessed with the crocodile hunter like most little kids in our generation. And I also lived in a neighborhood where there weren't a lot of other kids my age, and I didn't have any siblings, and I had 4 dogs.
Yeah.
Am I opening my eyes really wide?
Yeah.
I'm drinking a lot of coffee today. I'm gonna drink some more.
Like I'm waiting for like a surprise to come up.
Sorry, I don't know why I'm holding my eyes open. It might be because your eyes are less open than maybe like the average person's eyes, and so I feel like mine are also doing that, and I'm like overcompensating subconsciously. I'm like, I gotta open my eyes, and they are open, like really. Okay, anyways, okay. So I didn't have like little kid friends to hang out with, so I just hung out with dogs all the time, and I had like I just really liked animals, and so I think that's like the idea of Pokemon and like leaving your house at 10 years old to go on like an adventure across the world, and like with these like magical elementally powered creatures was like a very cool concept to me as a kid, and I really liked that, and so I think that's where my obsession for it comes from. But anyways. My grandma got really good at like
Hiroshima.
telling these stories, and like once I even started playing the video game, she like learned the video game storylines to like tell the stories along those storylines instead of the anime storylines, because they are different in like how the gyms are set up and everything. But my favorite part about like the stories about bringing the Pokemon into real life is like how she would start it a lot of times, where it would be like I'd be like hiking through the woods, you know, and like stumble across like a strange rock or something, and then it turns into like an egg, you know. And I've just been thinking about those stories a lot, and your fanfic you wrote the other day inspired me to write a little fanfic of my own. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I had to give that.
Yeah.
I felt like it was necessary.
Totally.
Background, context
Yeah.
into why this. Okay.
I had this. Your story was the same reason that I wrote mine. Because of my grandma.
Exactly. They're both really meaningful tales.
Yeah, they're both pasted.
All right. This is how my grandma started it. I kind of wrote this starting a little weird. Okay. So my grandma, the way she would start it is she would talk about how I would be walking out in the woods, like near McCall, on an adventure looking for some kind of treasure or like an old mining town or ghost town or some sort of historical thing. When all of a sudden I noticed like something off in the bushes, like a peculiar shaped rock. And upon closer inspection, Samson discovers that it's almost perfectly shaped like an egg. See, I just kind of merged into the story there.
Right. So I mentioned egg earlier. Egg come up again.
Except
you didn't know what an egg was before.
Except it's about 100 times bigger than any chicken egg. And he's pretty sure there's no wild emus or ostriches in the mountains of central Idaho. The other strange thing about this egg rock, besides its size, is the pattern on it. The little teal triangles all over the beige colored thing. Egg rock. It's also extremely light for its size, making it seem impossible that it is a rock. Samson crouches over the egg rock and inspects it closer. See, this doesn't make sense why I said it was lighter.
Over?
Yeah. Like it's on the ground
Samson
in the bush, and I'm like
it.
crouching it over it, kind of like
Sounds
pick
like
it
you
up.
put it in your butt.
Like, okay, we're getting there.
Oh.
I don't.
Where
put
was
it in
this
my butt.
context?
Just the surface seems to shine, but also has a speckled texture at parts, almost like an actual egg. When Samson reached down to pick it up, that's when he became positive it was an egg. Right as his hands were wrapping beneath the edges of it, it rocked hard away from him, rotating at least 2 inches before settling in its original location. Startled, Samson fell back on his buttocks from the crouching position overlooking the egg and scooted away a few feet nervously. "There's no way, right?" he muttered to himself. And that's when it happened. The egg shook again. this time more violently, several times, back and forth. Before a Before a second could pass, a crack burst down the entire length of the shell, and a bright astral white light gleamed from the inside. The light then enveloped the entire shape of the egg and began to shift and transform shapes until what was left was almost human-like, except much shorter and bulkier. It was stocky, not fat, but definitely chunky. As the white light faded, Samson could make out the strange creature. It had a round, shiny, bright red head with the biggest unibrow Samson had ever seen. But he couldn't be sure it was a unibrow because it looked like it was also connected to his nose. As Samson studied the creature further, he realized it looked like he was wearing a gi, like a judo or karate outfit, but he already had a black belt. Impressive, Samson thought, because he had just hatched. The creature didn't have hands, per se, more just tube-looking arms with 3 smaller tubes on the end that were supposed to be fingers, Samson guessed. The creature had short legs and feet that resembled an elephant or a rhino's foot, except its crimson red color, similar to the creature's hands and head. Samson just sat staring at the strange creature that was taking in its first views of life until it turned and locked eyes with Samson, letting out a meek throw. "What?" said Samson. Throw, said the creature timidly while extending its arms. "What the fuck kind of noise is that? I've got to be tripping, right?" Samson said to himself. The creature takes a few awkward steps towards Samson with its arms fully extended like he's trying to balance, repeatedly saying, "Throw, throw, 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 throw." "This is a dream. You're dreaming. Okay, so just close your eyes," Samson says as he closes his eyes tightly. "And awake," as he pops his eyes open. The little red karate man is now just inches away, about to wrap his weird tubular arms around Samson. "This would be how I die," says Samson as he closes his eyes and accepts his fate. "Throw, throw," the creature says warmly as he embraces Samson in the most emotion-filled, pure, loving hug he's ever felt. "Oh, you must think I'm your mama," says Samson, realizing he isn't dying, and this weird little dude is just a baby with no idea what's going on. Samson brings the creature back to his car at the main road and loads him up in the passenger seat, fastening the seatbelt. "Throw," the creature grumbles. "I know it's annoying, but it's to keep you safe, so deal with it. I probably shouldn't even let you sit in the front without a booster seat." "Throw," the creature protests. Samson is driving back to his apartment in Boise and pulls up his phone, dialing his roommate and podcast co-host, Max Knudsen.
Oh.
"Hey," says Max. "Dude, are you home?" says Samson excitingly. Yeah, why?" Max says dryly. "Okay, you're not going to believe what I have in my car. Have the podcast stuff ready for when I get home in 20. This episode is going to be our big ticket," squeals Samson. Sure. Okay, man," says Max. Samson speeds home, jostling side to side as he takes each corner just a little too quick for comfort on his semi-bald tires. "Throw," says the creature, looking like it might throw up. "Hold on, buddy. We're almost there," says Samson confidently as he screeches into the driveway. Cut to basement.
45 minutes later.
Samson, Max, and the creature all sit around a black table with microphones. They're clearly recording a podcast. Welcome back to a very special episode of the Pretty Good Podcast, everyone. Today we have a guest you aren't going to believe. I just found this guy hatching from an egg made of pure sunlight out in the woods. Introducing Little Red Karate Man. "Throw," says the creature. "What?" says Max, confused. "Oh, I think that must be his name or something. He's been saying it a lot," explains Samson. "Throw," the creature says in a tone that almost sounds like, "Yep, that is my name." "Is that all he can say?" asks Max, now a bit concerned. You know what? I think it might be," says Samson after pondering for a bit. Throw confirms. What made you think he'd be good on a podcast if he can only say one word? Asked Max. I don't know. Look at him. He's hilarious, and there's nothing else like him. This is clearly some kind of scientific discovery, exclaimed Samson. He looks like if Hellboy had a kid with Mr. Kool-Aid and got really into karate as a toddler, says Max. Throw. Sighs Throw, looking down towards his hands and then tugging at his gi, which now, it became clear, was connected to his body. Great. Now you hurt his feelings, says Samson. I do kind of feel bad. He is a little cute. But that was a great line, says Max. Yeah, you really nailed it, honestly, agrees Samson. Throw affirms, though a little reluctantly, looking up at Max and Samson for approval. All three of them break out laughing. The end. For now.
Till episode 2, and Throw fucks Lime Boy and creates the ultimate crossover fanfic erotica of all time.
Why does everything got to be a bit fucking about you, man?
I don't know. The same reason yours always got to be about Pokemon. It's your passion.
You know what? Fair point.
Why do you like Pokemon? You don't know why. You just fucking do. Okay.
Okay, that's true. This is what the guy looks like.
I like talking about fucking. How do you look at that and not talk about fucking?
Except he's like small. I feel like he's like this big, probably.
Word.
But his Pokédex entry is probably bigger, but he's 4'3". So
that's down there. That was a fun story.
Thanks.
Let's see. Let's recap. So you saw a big ass rock, 100 times bigger than a chicken egg, which that's pretty damn big. I
was thinking volume wise, probably.
I was thinking like that sounds like boulder size, like taller than like.
It's like I should have said the size of something.
Because then when you said you like got over it, I was like, damn.
Well, I was gonna say 20 times the size of a regular egg, and then I was like, that would only be like this big. I feel like, so I need to go like this big.
100.
But it's like bigger than an ostrich egg.
Yeah.
Slightly.
Either way, like it's not real, so you know it's all
Don't
good.
say that.
Okay. Word. I just imagined little Bo Samson seeing a big ass rock like towering over him, like, egg, egg shape, but big, but egg. And then you got over it and just kind of sat on it with your balls or whatever, and then and you incubated it in a way as much as you could.
Oh my god!
Considering the size of the egg rock, and then it moved.
Yeah, I guess I gotta get better at sizes.
No, I mean, either way, I think it just changes the story.
Yeah,
I don't know if it is like a better or worse thing.
I don't think I fit what comes out of that egg in my car.
Well, I mean, when you said it was like your height, honestly, I thought you were saying the thing was going to turn into me because you were like red head and like clanky like thing with tubey arms, and I was like, hey. Okay. But then you called me, and then I was like, oh, so it isn't me, unless I'm gonna meet me in some weird alien something.
That could still happen.
It could still happen. The end had a question mark. I think.
How do you think I wrote you? Do you approve? Do you think I wrote you realistically?
I feel like I might have tweaked the roast thing. I just wasn't familiar with the Hellboy thing. Mm-hmm. But
that is a little nerdy for your
stature.
Like it's posture. A different. It's like you're a nerdy in a more theatrical way, and that's more comic nerdy.
Yeah.
And so,
Totally. Yeah.
yeah, you wouldn't have that reference probably in your belt. You would probably say like,
Be like, you look like shit or something. Be like, fuck you. I don't know. Or I'd be like, ah, what is that? And then you'd be like, this is throw. Is it throw?
like yeah, THROH.
Oh. Is it thraw or throw?
I think it's throw
All right.
because he's a judo Pokemon.
Oh.
That's his
And because
category.
of that, it's clearly throw.
Yeah.
And the karate gi is like just grafted to him.
Yeah.
Cool. No questions about that.
C.
Right. Makes sense. Is there like a story of how that happened? Like he wore that into like a pool of lava and it like
No, that's
melted
how he's born, bro. There's a
Okay.
lot of them.
All right. Well, I'm more theatrical.
It's a species.
Okay?
It's like how penguins look like they're wearing tuxedos.
All right. Okay, dude.
Except this one's actually a jacket and pants that's grafted to his body at birth.
Yeah, it's a little bit different.
That's the
My
same.
bad for needing a little clarification.
That's exactly the same. I don't know what you mean. There's another similar species
Hey, man.
to him
Yeah.
called sock.
Is this another one that I just should know about?
No, these are
Because he also
newer.
does judo or something?
Yeah, no, his category is karate, actually.
Oh. And because of that, how do you spell it? S-A-W, like hawk. Okay.
And he has like a single, nose brow lightning thing. And he's a little taller. Just a little bit. A little thinner.
Mm-hmm.
And blue. And his fingers kind of look like blunts.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Whereas his more like
Kind of also look like blunts.
yeah, I was gonna say udders
Oh, yeah. I mean,
in this card at least, but the other art they look more like flat-ended.
flat-ended what?
Like just like
Oh. There's like flat-ended
cylindrical.
dogs or
Like,
something.
they look like cans.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Wait, what was the end there? And then we got him on the podcast,
oh yeah, we got him on the pod.
and he, man of many word. And what was the thing that saved him at the end?
Uh,
Or made us cheer for him?
he agreed that the line, your roast line was good.
Oh,
And we all laughed
word.
because that's just what dudes do.
Yeah, dude. For sure. So is there anything you want to talk about? Or are you just
Whoa.
going to sit there like that?
What do you mean?
I don't know. What do I mean?
Are you doing this because of the beginning?
Yeah. Because contact, it's like the egg.
That did hurt. I felt like, oh, I'm in trouble. Like as soon as you said that, it felt like my mom yelling my first and middle name at me.
Well, I mean, I also kind of really milked it on, exaggerated a skosh.
No, it's
To
funny.
prove a point,
I
though.
get it.
What's the point? I don't know. So,
It was funny reading back over this after I just wrote it like really fast and like kind of was just writing it as quickly as I could as it was like coming to my head. And reading back through it, I was like, this does not say what I thought it said. I had to add a lot of words while I was reading.
Happens.
And it was funny because I felt like I was in the flow state while I was writing it. I was like, this shit is so good.
I can feel the words coming through my fingers.
And then I read back over it. I'm like, oh, most of these sentences don't make sense.
Well, you know.
These are clauses.
Indeed.
Anyways, that's been a pretty good fanfic.
Tune in next week. Will they fuck?
No.
They might. It's my turn to write something.
Damn it.
I can do whatever I want.
I hope you pick a historical person.
Yeah, I'll probably pick a historical person. Andy Warhol. Postmodern art / I don't know, kind of known to be a dickhead or something. I'm not gonna write about that. I'm gonna make these two fantasy characters fuck. Because also I don't have to cite any sources.
It's a baby Pokemon.
He can grow up.
Okay. You have to make him grow up first. Same with Lime Boy.
Fucking yeah. Maybe. Hold on. I'm scheming.
You need to age your characters up. You need a time skip.
Hey man. Just earlier I was talking about basting with my mom.
I know, but that's your own mom.
When I was 6.
You're a grown man. You're a grown man. What you and your mother do behind closed doors is none of my business.
Gross.
Very gross.
Anyway, I thought we were gonna end really sweet till you started saying I'm a pedophile.
No, I didn't say that. I just said you were writing. You accidentally did it.
Yeah,
but but don't do that to my baby Pokemon.
Hey man, you don't tell a penguin not to wear a tuxedo, okay?
Yeah, that's a good point.
You don't tell a penguin not to fly in the sea. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you need. But if you try, sometimes you just might find you get what you.
Lime Boy.
Yeah.
I watched this. Before we go, I need to talk about this animated video on YouTube called Snow Bear. Or maybe Snow Bears. It's called Snow Bear, but it's by the guy that directed and was the head animator for Brother Bear. And it's all hand drawn, like pencil. It's like 10 minutes. It's very good. Made me cry. So yeah, that's my plug.
Okay. You sure that's all you want to talk about? You piece of shit. Bye.